Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Does Boxing. Back with another one. So we got these new WBC rankings that just came out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break them down. We're gonna run through all the divisions. But before we do that, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to join to the conversation. Ask any questions, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to hit me up on my social media as well. Follow me on Twitter at OverJ. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on there. Instagram, L Does Boxing. It's all good. Appreciate you guys. So we're gonna get through it. He said, Danville's fine and salute to you, bro. He said, good morning. Let's get ready for some fights tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We on that. Yes, sir. I hope this didn't just end. No, just started. Just started, bro. Salute to you. Just started. Just starting. Salute to you, bro. D-Lo boxing. D-Lo 4-4 boxing. Salute to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's all good. We're gonna get to it. So I was waiting for these rankings to come out. They came out overnight, you know what I'm saying? They really don't have like a set time or date they'll come out, but normally the WBC rankings comes out the second week of the month. You know what I'm saying? Everybody comes out different. The only one that's on like clockwork is the WBA. They come out the last day of the month. WBO comes out like the third week of the month, and the IBF come out like the second week. So they really don't, you know what I'm saying, have no set time, but I be catching them though, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get to it though. So these are the new rankings, you know what I'm saying, for January. It just came out. Like I said, of course, we know what's going on at the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? No need to really speak on that. We're just waiting on, we got a purse bid coming up for Tyson Fury and Dylan White. That's Tuesday, January the 18th. So we'll see what's gonna happen with that. Um, they still got Wilder number one, Joe George. So that ain't really changed. Parker, Frank Sanchez moved up to number four, so that's you know what I'm saying, that's what's up. So maybe he got something down the pipe. And Ruiz supposed to come back sometime in March or April. He's looking at fighting in Mexico, so we'll see. I'm not sure who his opponent would be. You still got the usual guys in there: Ortiz, Caballero. Ain't really changed. I see number 13, Aldo Wallen. He moved up a little bit. He was number 16, so let me see. They must have bumped somebody out. They probably Shazor. They bumped Shazor out. So yeah. So Waller deserved that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really mad at these rankings. The WC probably have the best rankings 1 through 15. And with all the other stuff they do in the sanctioned body, that's something else. That's another video. But 1 through 15, I can't really argue too much. You got Yoka and Herkovic gonna fight for the IBF final eliminator. Michael Hunter is still a good fighter, although his last performance wasn't good. Hellenius, he got a high WA ranking, so we'll see. But we're just waiting on at the top. Of course, Usyk and AJ supposed to run it back. So whenever they decide to get that fight, scheduled, so we'll be tuned in. So I'm saying that's what it is. All right. So moving down, Bridgerweight. Okay, so this the only the Bridgeway is the WBC is the only one doing the Bridgeweight division. The other station bodies haven't blessed off on it. But Oscar Rivas is the champion. He has a mandatory, Evgeny Romanov. You know what I'm saying? He won a eliminator. So that fight is coming up, maybe sometime in the spring. That's a 50-50 type of fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a 50-50 fight. I thought Rivas, when he won the title, I mean, he didn't really look good to me. He was okay, but I felt like he definitely on the back stretch of his career, this is where he's performed. And Romanov can fight, you know what I'm saying? Romanov is the guy, his claim to fame is stopping Wilder in the amateurs. I'm pretty sure y'all probably seen that floating around. But like I said about this division, if they go like they gonna do this new division, they need to the guys in this rank, they need to be fighting each other. That way you can create some type of buzz. Number two, Zazeski. Now he supposed to have next. He supposed to have two mandatories back to back, Romanov and Rosansky. They talking about making Rosansky versus Babbitt. That'd be a dangerous fight for both guys. But Babbitt, he's to me, he's a fun fighter. He's a guy you stick on the card. You know what I'm saying? Right when the show opened, and get the fans buzzing. But he just one way. He and it seemed like he ain't working on nothing else. So, and we seen in his last fight. But he got some notable names. You know what I'm saying? We seen Spilker before. Let me see. Elvis Garcia. Um, Let me see. This kid right here, number 14, Giovanni Brazon. He fought on the Luis Ortiz, Charles Martin undercard. He had a pretty good fight though. So he came up short, but pretty good fight. So we'll see. We'll see what comes to it for sure. All right, moving down, cruiserweight. All right, so the champion is Junior Makabu. He's going to defend his will make his mandatory defense versus number one Mashinsu. They fought before. This is a rematch. It was a pretty good fight. It was kind of a slow paced, technical type of fight, but then my man Makabu stopped him in the 11th round. So Mashinsu can fight though. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. This is a fight where I think Mashinsu can actually win this fight. And so we'll see. This is January 29th on the Don King card. He already got it posted and everything. So if you guys want to check that out, you know what I'm saying? He gonna have like 6 fights on the card. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy, but you know what I'm saying? It's cool. See Don King back in business for a little bit. Number two, Papkin. Now Papkin, he won the eliminator too. He supposed to get the opportunity at a rematch with Makabu, which he also had a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? Gave a tough effort. So we'll see. I know he coming off some injuries and stuff like that. So we'll see what's to that. The rankings look pretty much similar to last month. You know what I'm saying? Got some good names in there. Masterneck, you got Gaverve, you got Badu Jack up in there, so Badu Jack trying to campaign, that cruiserweight, Daughter Cole, so Rapport, so decent names. Um, Not really mad at it for sure. So we'll see, man. So we waiting on this fight right here for the WC title, January 29th. The division they got 4 champions. So when every time I see that, I'm thinking about they need to unify. They need to unify. I like Okoli. I think Okoli is gonna can take over the division if he get the right fights. Breeders is probably the best, probably number one because his longevity and that's him, his resume. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna move down light heavyweight. I want to salute everybody coming through the building as well. We just run through these new WBC rankings. You know what I'm saying? It's a monthly thing we do on the channel. Salute to everybody coming through. Ricky E245 in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Salute. Feel free to drop any questions. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's off topic or not. Feel free. We good. Okay, light heavyweight. So Arthur Beterbiev is the unified champion, WC IBF. Um, just coming off the mandatory defense against Marcus Brown, stopped him like in the 9th round, I believe. Um, so we'll see what's next for him. I know he had a big cut, you know what I'm saying? So that might take some time to heal. PDH Big Dog in the building. Salute to you, bro. Salute. So that might take some time to heal. We'll see. And I know you got Ramadan right around the corner. So me guessing, I think he can probably come back in the summertime. But we'll see. But unifications with Joe Smith Jr. We'll see him tonight. Brother BL, I mean, excuse me, Bibble. That's what I want to see. But we'll see. So number one, they got Callum Smith. So you know what I'm saying? He replaces Marcus Brown. That's man, Callum Smith is a good fighter to me. You know what I'm saying? I know he didn't perform well against Canelo. I think he's a good fighter. You see that knockout he had coming back. And he moved since he moved up to 175. Um, I like him, man. I mean, if he can challenge Beterbiev, I think that's a good look. You know what I'm saying? He's with Buddy McGirt. I'm not sure if he wins that fight, but he got enough power to be in that fight. You know what I'm saying? To give Beterbiev some issues. So they got Cal Smith number one. So we'll see. But looking at these rankings, pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? I know some of the names is kind of off. You probably don't recognize, but like number two, Bradley, he's a bronze medalist. You know what I'm saying? Southpaw. They got Yard, Bawaxi, so we know them. Marcus Brown stood up in there. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really too mad at the rankings. Number nine, Ali Ismailov. He just fought on a showbox on the undercard. So we'll see, man. Craig Richards down there, so ain't mad at it. I would like to see unification, of course, but we'll see. He said Kyle Smith looked good at 175. Yeah, he did. He looked strong. You know what I'm saying? He looked real strong. I like how he timed that right hand. That was one of the best. That was my knockout of the year last year. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. All right, moving down to 168. So we know Canelo is the undisputed champion. Canelo not franchise though. I think people are missing out on that. He ain't franchise anymore. He gave that up. So there's only two franchise champions. That's Cambosis and Francisco Estrada. So it's not Canelo no more. I just want to throw that out there. But we waiting around to see what he gonna do. He been, he could do whatever, and it's kind of hard to judge what he do. So soon as if he open up, and move up and drop the belts, then it open up the division for sure. But in the meantime, Benavidez #1 versus Lemieux #2. That fight is going down probably like April or May. You know what I'm saying? They already agreed to the fight. Just waiting on fight dates and stuff like that. So that's why that fight happened. I know when that fight came out, people were like, how Lemieux getting that fight? But Lemieux been like #2 or #3 in these rankings for like the last year. I mean, ever since I've been doing them, he been up there. You know what I'm saying? So and looking at the fight, like stylistically, it's a fun fight. Like that's like a fight of the year type of candidate type of fight. You feel me? Now I like Benavidez. I think Benavidez overwhelms Lemieux with his size and activity, but Lemieux got a nice left hook. You know what I'm saying? So and he got power. So we'll see. Should be fun. Um, Dan Jacobs going to UK to face off against John Ryder. John Ryder #14, Jacobs #3. So that's a decent fight. You know what I'm saying? We can put that stuff in position for world title opportunity. Paval #4. He can fight, man. The silver champion. He can fight. He got like 8 or 9 fights, but he can fight. Good boxer, good technician. Caleb Plant #5, Darrell. So we know those names. Jesse Hart #8, Chris and Billy. He can fight too. He fights out of Canada. He just had a good win over Ronald Ellis. Billy Joe, Shishkin. So it's not too bad. These rankings not too bad. LaRon Richards coming off a great performance over Carlos Gongora. So, you know what I'm saying? Zach Parker, #12, is a WO mandatory. So, like, if these guys fighting each other, it's cool. I like Jacobs and Ryder. That's a decent fight for the division. Maybe Darrell can come back and fight Caleb Plant or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how these guys position themselves underneath Canelo if and when he decides to vacate his titles. Because you want to make sure you're in the right position. You know what I'm saying? For a vacant title opportunity or something like that. All right, let me check the comment. Okay, we good. All right, so moving down to middleweight. So Jamal Charlo is the champion. It's been talks about him fighting Canelo, moving up to 168. I like that fight. I hope it happens. You know what I'm saying? I know that's a big time fight. You know what I'm saying? What considering what Canelo can get for that fight if he go back to Showtime pay per view. So that is a good fight, and I like the matchup. But we'll see. But if he don't, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at who he can fight. So Jaime Munguia about to fight another basically tune up, stay busy fight against Demetrius Ballard. That's February 19th, and the WBC ordered him to fight Carlos Adames after if he win the fight, which he should win. So they take them off the picture. Chris Eubank come back January 29th versus Liam Smith. That's a pretty good fight. #3 versus #6. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So if Eubank and Charlo should have happened to me when Eubank was on PBC. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's crazy. Janabek #4. Like I said, these rankings is pretty solid. Janabek is the WO mandatory, so they got a purse bid. They pushed the purse bid back for him and Demetrius Andrade. Devonchenko's still in there. We got Selecki, Len Williams, Falcao. He's the IBF mandatory for Triple G. Hugo Santeno #10. Um, he's fighting next week, I believe, in Detroit. Sam Eggerson. So yeah, it kind of tail off towards the back end. But if you look at, let's say Charlo do make a defense at 160, who will he fight? You know what I'm saying? Munguia, I had process of elimination. Munguia out, Carlos Adames, maybe Chris Eubank, but Chris Eubank got that new deal in Sky. They depending on him. Zanderbeck going that WO route, so scratch him out. He beat Derevchenko. Len Williams about to fight. Eubank, maybe Selecki. You know what I'm saying? Selecki works with PBC. Cal, no, he just beat Montiel. He beat Centeno. Would y'all want to see Jamal Charlo versus the silver champion Sam Egerton? I don't know. This Italian fighter. Like Vidal is a PBC fight, so I don't know what he gonna do if he stay at 160. He's not looking to unify right now. So I think Charlo should be seeking the Canelo fight, in my opinion. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Bruce Gold's in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So yeah, that's how I like to break that stuff down. You know what I'm saying? You can do a process of elimination to see who these guys gonna fight because they don't always come out and tell you who they gonna fight. So somebody like me, I like to figure stuff out. So that's what I do. Go come to the rankings. As you wise fool in the building, salute to you. Respect. I appreciate you coming through. Salute to you. So yeah, so that was one of my formulas. Like people ask me how I be figuring out these fights. I just go to the rankings, process of elimination based off their promoter status, you know what I'm saying, where they at in their career, stuff like that. I just make a educated guess. That's how I do. It ain't nothing too crazy. So 154. You got Jamel Charlo is the unified champion. Him and Castano gonna run it back. That's March 19th. They're gonna do it in the LA area. So just waiting on venues. I thought it was gonna be in Houston, but they're gonna actually do it in LA. But that's a big time fight that they got that fight made because they got mandatories all across the board. So I'm expecting Charlo if he wins. I think he's moving up. I mean, I don't know. I don't really think he got nothing left to do at 154 unless he want to reign, which I wouldn't mind him doing. But I think that this might be a wrap for him. So these guys up under him got to start positioning themselves, which they are doing. Um, you have you have a WBC interim fight coming up: Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora, 1 versus 2. And this fight is supposed to be on the undercard of Benavidez versus Lemieux. 503 line in the building. Salute to you, bro. Salute. So that's a pretty good double hitter right there. We're just waiting on the schedule um and a date for that. But Erickson Lubin, Fundora for the WBC interim title. So if it's for an interim title, that tells me that Charlo probably already thinking, yo, this is my last fight. Or maybe they putting pressure on him to make that fight with the WBC mandatory. We'll see. I don't think he got nothing to do at 154 after if he beat Castano. That's just my opinion. Unless he wait for one of these big name welterweights to move up, but I don't really see him stand there too much longer. That's just me. But we'll see. Tim Zoo number 3, he's the WBO mandatory. Sergio Garcia, like I think Sergio Garcia deserved, probably an opportunity at another title eliminator. I thought he actually beat Fundora. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was giving Fundora the business, real talk, on the undercard of Tank and Pitbull Cruz, but maybe he gets something else. I know he signed with Sergio Martinez, the former middleweight champion, so he should have some. But yeah, this 154 got some. Look at the names. So, like I said with the WBC, 1 through 15, and most of their divisions, they got probably the best rankings out of everybody. It's just the bulls shit they be doing within the sport of boxing, making up rules and reneging on stuff. But look at this: Tony Harrison, Brandon Adams, Conwell, Chuck, who Brandon Adams beat. He got a fight coming up March 25th in Canada. Liam Smith, Kurbanov is a good fighter. He supposed to fight Teixeira, number 13. They still got Jerry Hurd at 54, but I'm not sure if he's gonna even campaign there. So we'll see. But it's still good. We got that unification rematch, the undisputed rematch. So I'm looking forward to that March 19th. So that's what's up. Yes, sir. So moving down to welterweight. So we know about the 3 belt unification. Earl Spence Jr., the unified champion, he's gonna face Ugas sometime in April. So we're just waiting on the date for that too. So we already know the big stories in this welterweight division. And so hopefully like when Spence get the 3rd belt, we go get that you know what I'm saying, go after that the Bud Crawford fight undisputed. That's what we really want. So we're just waiting on that. I think that makes the most sense. With all the drama going on, what really haven't been solidified is, you know, is it in position to get undisputed? Because anybody in their right mind know the last fight of this whole welterweight, drama, whatever been going on, it should be Spence versus Bud at the end, after all this shit clear. So we getting close to that. So that's why it's more hope than before. But running down these rankings though, you know what I'm saying? Pretty solid looking at them. Virgil Ortiz is number one. Now he's going to fight Michael McKinson. Now at the WC convention, I want to clear something up. At the WC convention, um, they was asking, "What's up, KG? Salute to you, bro. Salute." So when they was trying to make like they trying to do like a tournament type of situation because they ain't trying to order no mandatory so it mess up any unification that Earl Spence got planned. So that was one thing was put out. I don't think everybody got that. That news didn't circulate. So when they was there, they was asking Virgil Ortiz's team what their plans are, and they told them, "Hey, we coming back in January, but now we know it's March." You know what I'm saying against the guy Michael McKinson. And then after that, that's when Avanesian team got up and requested, "Hey, I'll fight Virgil Ortiz for the mandatory position." You know what I'm saying? I'll fight him. And Virgil Ortiz, their team just responded like, "Well, after we get this out the way, we'll revisit." So he really didn't turn it down per se. They just talked about it. You know what I'm saying? So I know they're saying he ducked Avanesian. He ain't duck him. Not to me. I didn't take that as a duck. But we'll see. So he still got the opportunity after this fight that he already had in the works with McKinson. So he coming back March 19th. Avanesian coming back March 19th in the UK. He's gonna defend his European title on Dubois undercard. You know what I'm saying? Frank Warren card. So to me, I know she get taken out, blown out of proportions and shit like that. So that's still an opportunity for him. So I don't think he like ducked it where he already had a fight scheduled or whatever. So it is what it is. You can take it the way you want to take it. But so version one, Avanesian two, you got Boost three. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I would probably put Boost two. You know what I'm saying? Boost is going down the IBF route though. So that's something too that people that mentioned it. He going to the IBF route. They still got Danny number four. So I wonder, all the talks about him moving to 54, is that real or he gonna try to campaign at 47 again? I don't know. But we'll see. So another fight that they ordered though, as a kind of like an eliminator, number five, M Beach, he supposed to fight Vesputin. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty decent fight. Vesputin, he had that failed drug test, but he been looking good lately. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna be a question mark. You know what I'm saying? He had a crazy knockout victory last year, but we'll see. Josecito is facing Abel Ramos, so that's a good fight. They still got Mikey up in there, Vesputin, Velasquez. They got Amir Khan. I actually like this fight with him and Brook, though. I know it's long awaited, but we'll see. Rashidi Ellis, you know what I'm saying? That's another good name in this division, but he's, blackballed basically from Golden Boy. Let's keep it 100. They ain't giving him no fights. The guy that he beat, the top prospect, Alexis Rocha, already had like two or three fights, and he ain't had one fight since they fought. So that's crazy. And that was like over a year ago. Stanley Jonas, we know what his situation. He's fighting Buteyev, and he got Cody Crawley creeps in at number 15. So that's good, man. Cody Crawley came in at number 14, the IBF, which I thought it'd be higher. He's number six in the WBO. So you know what I'm saying? Maybe he get a good fight coming up. We'll see. Chris M in the building was good. He said, "Which one of these WBC mandatories or challengers excites you?" Another WBC not all that strict. I mean, I just talked about Calvin Smith. You know what I'm saying? I like a Calvin Smith versus Berta BF fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that one probably excited me the most, but I gotta keep going down the list. I might find something else. This one at 47 really don't because I know I feel like Virgil Ortiz not going down that route. You know what I'm saying? And I know Boost is going down the IBF. Y'all gonna hear something about that? Him and Castro Clayton. We'll see though. All right. Moving down to 140, so we got undisputed Josh Taylor versus Calaveral. That's February 26th. That's WO mandatory. So everybody's expecting him to win that fight and then vacate and move up to 147. Um, I would like to see him campaign at 40 for a minute, but I understand he a big guy. He been struggling to make weight too, so I think he get this one out the way and he definitely moving up. So that's why, like I said, you gotta start position yourself underneath him. You know what I'm saying? So you got Zapata. Zapata is the mandatory. He got next. He don't have to fight nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I know it was talks about him fighting Teofimo. I think that'd be he'll ask for a lot of money for that fight because he already in position. So I think I don't know if that fight will happen. You know what I'm saying? For Teofimo's first fight at 140. And real talk, if you top rank, do you want to give him Zepeda? That dude, a counter puncher, big puncher. You want to give him that? Oh no, I don't think that might not be smart. If you just re-up his deal and you got fights that's guaranteed to him. Say they give him Zepeda, Zepeda do him like he did Josue. Then what? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but Zepeda, he's in lines for one of those vacant belts if Josh Taylor moves up. And then you see Ramirez number two. You know what I'm saying? So Ramirez is supposed to fight um Pedraza. That fight got postponed a month. You know what I'm saying? Pedraza came down with it. So they're gonna run it back March the 4th on the Friday. So if I can see if Ramirez win, Josh Taylor vacates the titles. You can see a rematch between Zepeda versus Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? That was a pretty good fight, the first fight. I thought Zepeda may have edged that out. You know what I'm saying? It was at least a draw. You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me. Rashidi had Rocha with sparring his last opponent. Damn, that's crazy. Any word on Boots' date and opponent yet? I'm gonna say probably late March. And opponent Cassio Clayton, IBF final eliminator. That's my educated guess based off the rankings. Um Cassio Clayton last month he was number 14. He fought a journeyman on the undercard of Donaire versus Gilballo. He ain't look good on that card. So off that performance, he jumped all the way up to number 5. You know what I'm saying? That tells you something. Anytime you see somebody in the rankings jump up damn near 10 spots, they got something in the works. Boost is number 3. You know what I'm saying? Virgil is number 4 in the IBF. Clayton is number 5. So to me, it's Boost versus Clayton IBF final eliminator. So probably like March or April, maybe. Maybe they'll put that on the undercard of Charlo Castano. That'd be dope if they did that. Tio got slip more. Got Tio got to slip a whole lot more to be at Josue Vargas level. we'll see. We'll see what he do though. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Tio come back though. He said fire. I appreciate that. Angie Wise appreciate that. So we'll see. But looking at these 140 rankings, man, shit, 140 is looking real nice. You know what I'm saying? Ramirez, Porgray, Regis up in there. Regis, you know what I'm saying? He's another one. Probably the best fighter without a world title right now. Sandor Martin, Teofimo. They got Teofimo number. Okay. Okay, they got Teofimo. This is the first ranking since he lost. They got him in a 140 rankings. Okay, that's what's up. So Teofimo is number 5. So maybe he do get the Zepeda fight. Hey, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he do get it because that's a nice little ranking to come in top 5. Okay. Barbosa number 6. So okay, Barbosa wasn't that high. You know what I'm saying? Last month. So okay, so maybe they're working on Teofimo versus Barbosa. See, that's why I like to check this shit out because they'll try to throw one in on you. You know what I'm saying? Victor Postal, Matisse, Calderon, he's a good fighter, but I don't think he'll beat Josh Taylor. Ponce is the IBF mandatory. The young kid Aguilar, he from Mexico. He knocking on everything. Number 12, Alberto Playo. He's the WBA mandatory. So look at these rankings, yo. It's pretty nice, like pretty, you know what I'm saying? Tough. And they don't got the young guys in there too. Back to year, he had a good win. He gave Barrios a hell of a fight. You got Montana Love. Let me go down. I know they got 40. They ranked 40 guys, but look at this. Zarilla, um, Brandon Lee, Analian, who's gonna fight Matisse next week. Bartholomew, he's a vet. You know what I'm saying? McKenna, Galashev is a killer. Jukabayev is okay. Kano can fight. Look at this 140 shit, bro. They don't got the young kid. They got Kim Sims Jr. down there. Gary Antoine Russell. Okay. Richardson Hitchens. So look at 140. 140, I'm telling you, when these belts vacate, it's gonna be like a free fall. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy. They can do a World Boxing Super Series again. You know what I'm saying? Or like a tournament on either side of the street. Yeah, I like 140. 140 looking nice. He said, plus did Tapalas have a higher slot on the card? Yeah, he did. He was the fight right before the Showtime televised card show. Yeah, before it started. Yeah, I was there though. You know what I'm saying? I got the Clayton fight though. I take that. I got that shit on my phone. I take that shit. I'm just waiting for his next fight to get announced. I'm gonna drop it. But yeah, he was. I think Clayton was like the second fight. Yeah, he was the second fight. You been called by both some months ago, even before he lost another feather in his cap. Yeah, Tio Barbosa. Yeah, I've been talking about that for a minute, but we'll see. You know how shit change in boxing. Okay, 135. So we know the drama too with this one. It's a lot of drama in this division. Cambosis, they got him as a franchise champion. I call him unified champion. I want to see him and Devin Haney declare of this dispute with undisputed. Um, he just trying. I mean, Cambosis. It's real simple. He want to fight in Australia. He want the biggest offer to fight there. He want a multi-fight deal. His promoter, Louis Bella, don't have a network deal. So they need something solid. You know what I'm saying? They probably take two fights with whoever they fighting, a rematch clause or whatever, and then multiple fights. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're looking for. So whoever can provide that, that's how it's gonna go down. I say Eddie Hearn is in the best position to do that. You know what I'm saying? He opened up a market in Australia, so he got fighters and stuff, so he can build that. So I don't know. We'll see. So number one, you got Lomachenko. So he been there for a minute. We got Ryan Garcia who's supposed to come back April 2nd. You know what I'm saying? We'll see who his opponent is. Pitbull Cruz jumped up to number three. That's what's up. Zor Abdulev, he's fighting the Eliminator versus Jorge Linares. That's February 22nd in Russia. Linares left Golden Boy. He just signed with that Russian promoter. You got JoJo in there. Burchett is number five, so maybe Burchett gets some smoke. I know moving up to 135, coming off that crazy knockout loss he had against Valdez, he definitely need a welcome to 135 fight. I don't see him fighting none of the top guys right now. If he do, I don't know. I don't know how he'll fare. Um, Let me see. Comey, Tago. No, actually, let me match make real quick. I like if okay. I like Burchett versus number 10, Tago. Now Tago can box. He's a good boxer, not really a big puncher. So maybe that plays in a role into making these fights. He's not a big puncher, but he can box. But we'll see. And that's a credible opponent. He been there. He been in these rankings for a while. So yeah, but man, we want to see what's going to happen at the top of the division. They need to make this fight, Haney versus Cambosis, and go from there, yo. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how these guys can walk around saying they undisputed when it's a whole section of boxing fans saying he's not undisputed. You gotta fix that. You know what I'm saying? Just you as a fighter and a champion. But we'll see. These guys talk different when they get the belt than when they talk before they get the belt. So hopefully, we can get that same energy he had before. But we'll see. Moving down to 130. So Oscar Valdez is the champion. He don't have any mandatories right now. You know what I'm saying? They even order like a little mini tournament. They got Oshaki Foster versus number two, Muhammad Yakovov. That fight supposed to happen sometime. I don't know, that fight been in the works for a long time. I know Oshaki Foster had some legal issues, but he over that now. So hopefully this fight can get made. And then the other half of that tournament is number three, Kasei Kansial. He supposed to fight. He's fighting Xavier Martinez next week. Well, not next week, but January 29th on Top Rank. Pretty good fight. You know what I'm saying? So the winners of that going to face each other, and then they'll face. They'll be the mandatory for Valdez. So Valdez is free to unify now. Don't let nobody tell you he ain't. There ain't nothing stopping that fight but him not wanting that fight with Shakur Stevenson. So it ain't no mandatory, so I make sure I clear that up. Shakur don't have a mandatory. He was the mandatory for Jamel Herring. Now he probably get one coming up, maybe in the summertime. But as of now, Shakur don't have a mandatory. Valdez don't have a mandatory. You know what I'm saying? So y'all already know what time it is. Um, but yeah, these rankings is okay. Rocky Eduardo Ramirez. He just had a good victory coming back. No, that's a different one. And yeah, he did have a good victory. He fought on Tank's undercard. That's the southpaw. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember him. Jamel Herring, Rachmaninoff was another good fighter too. Rocky Hernandez had a good win too from Mexico. Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is the guy I throw out there for Shakur because he's in the WBO rankings. He's number 4. So that's a name I throw out there too, just in case. He's with Golden Boy, but Golden Boy really don't got too much for him. And they've been sending guys to fight on top rank. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Go back. Match make April 2nd for Ryan Garcia real quick. I mean, I seen two names for him. Neno Rodriguez, and Mauricio Jessa. So I mean those are comeback fights. That's like I'm injured, I'm trying to test off my hand type of fights. Me, I want to see him against JoJo. I mean that fight was done. If JoJo is recovered and good, fight JoJo. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not gonna go after the top guys. Fight JoJo. JoJo is still credible. Um, Mike Biz boxing in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. What's going on with you? He said, any idea on Shakur Stevenson next opponent? I mean, like I was going through the WO rankings, I would say Lamont Roach. That what I would do if they going down the WO rankings. Everybody else in those rankings, I don't know, like um who would be a good opponent for him. But Lamont Roach, I like that. That's a good East Coast fight. But I'm not sure. Like I said, the top rank they trying to get April 30th date at the MGM Grand. So they only got a couple fighters that can fight in that venue. You know what I'm saying? On that side of the street. So I'm guessing Shakur taking that date. So I'm not sure. I mean, Navarrete is a possibility. Um, I want Valdez, but the way Valdez is, he seemed like he don't want to fight. So to have that date, April 30th, it makes sense to put Shakur versus Valdez. So that's the one I want, but I can see him fighting a lesser opponent. You know what I'm saying? A lesser opponent. So we'll see. So I'm not really sure, like 100% solid. But going down the rankings, the WO, if you're gonna go down that route, Lamont Rose Jr. That's a fight. I mean, I probably like to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? Top ranked side, they really don't got too much other than Navarrete, uh, shit, and Valdez. If you really look at it, so we'll see. But I know he's coming up. He fighting soon though. He probably have an announcement coming up. So we'll see. Um, it's hard for him too because a lot of guys ain't trying to fight him. So they gotta be creative with their matchmaking for sure. All right, 126. You got Gary Russell. He come back next week versus mandatory Mark Marcelo. Ray Vargas supposed to get the winner. Ray Vargas came in at number 4 in the WO rankings, and that was kind of interesting to me because if Navarrete moves up, number 1, you have Maceo number 1 in the WO. So with this fight he had with Gary Russell, either he win or lose, he's not gonna be number 1 no more. So that means Ray Vargas may slide up. So you may have, and then number 2 is Dalbay. So you may have a situation where Ray Vargas slides up and if the belt is vacant, it'd be Dalbay versus Ray Vargas. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough matchup for Ray Vargas. I mean, not Ray Vargas, but Dalbay. Well, for both guys, but more so for Dalbay because he had to deal with the height and reach of Ray Vargas, who is a tricky type of fighter. So we'll see. But Gary Russell and Maxeo, that's an interesting fight too, because of course, Gary Russell coming off a long layoff. Maxeo is explosive. He carried his power late. You know what I'm saying? He don't like it to the body. So we'll see the game plan. Should be a pretty interesting fight though. So running down these rankings, they got Kid Galahad number 4. I think, excuse me, he moving up to 130. He probably have like a comeback fight like March the 12th, something like that. You got Dalby in there. Tugs is fighting on the undercard next week. He got a good fight. You know what I'm saying? He's facing off against Vic Pasillas. That's a pretty good one. Joette is coming back on the Ramirez Pedraza card. Luis Alberto Lopez. He's the IBF mandatory right now. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna get a world title shot this year. Kanzu, you got Adam Lopez. So yeah. But we'll see. Definitely, man. This division need unification as well. I know Kiko about to fight Josh Warrington. Navarrete, never. We're gonna see what he do if he stays at 26. But I want to see a unification with him. Um, who's the WBA champion? Leo Santa Cruz still got the title, but Lee Wood and Colin is fighting. If Leo Santa Cruz vacates, then they're gonna elevate the winner, Lee Wood versus Colin. If Leo's won a campaign there, then he gonna get the winner of Wood versus Collins. So we'll see. That shit crazy. He still got the belt after like 3 years. So we'll see. He said Oshaki Foster. Yeah, he supposed to fight Muhammad Yakovov. They waiting on that. He just signed with Pro Bellum. They've been quiet. He signed with Pro Bellum like in what, September, October? I don't know. They ain't saying nothing about him, so I don't know. We'll see. All right, 122. So Fulton is a unified champion after beating Figueroa. You know, I had hopes of him unifying the division and the undisputed with MJ, but MJ got an IBF mandatory. He got a purse bid coming up January the 18th. You know what I'm saying? So what does Fulton do? Fulton about to rematch Figueroa, yo. That's what he about to do. Dan Ramon is his mandatory. They made Dan Ramon WBC and WO mandatory, so he just got one mandatory instead of two. But yeah, it's out there, yo. That they about to run that back. They in talks to run that back, yo. And that's a good fight, though. I'm not mad at the fight. Only thing that concerns me if Figueroa can make the weight, because I heard him complaining about making 122. If he can make the weight, I'm down for it. Um, Carlos Castro coming back on the Keith Thurman Barrios undercard. He a good fighter. He's facing off against Neri, so I like that fight. Running Rios and Zach, they going down 4 and 5. They going down the WBA route. Rios supposed to fight MJ, but he had to pull out the fight. So maybe he run it back with Zach. You know what I'm saying? Zach, I think Zach stopped him a couple years ago. They both on Golden Boy. That fight makes sense. Running Rios versus Zach Hovanesian on the put that on Virgil Ortiz on the card. You got Rais Salim. He's a dark horse in this division. You know what I'm saying? He's a dark horse, like real talk. I think he can beat some of the top guys if he get the opportunity. Let me see. Neri, boom. Angelo Leo, I like him. Amada, Alameda, excuse me. Yeah, this is a decent division as well. This kid number 15, Picasso. I think he fighting in the. I think he just fought, but he's a young Mexican fighter though. They're keeping him active though, so that's what it is. 122. So we'll see, man. I want to get that. I wanted to. Hopefully, I thought we was gonna get that undisputed, but that might be later this year. So Fulton versus Figueroa is out there too. It's out there. um, yep, they're in the negotiation. So 118. So Nonito Donaire is the WBC champion. Um, Now he's coming off a knockout victory, body shot victory. So knockout. He had two knockouts last year. I'm saying he took the belt from O'Bali, then he stopped Gaballo. So what's next for him? I think he going to Japan in April to run it back with anyway. That's a big fight. That's one of the biggest fights in boxing, even though we've seen it before. But what it does for the division is real big. And they got some pound for pound shit on there too. You know what I'm saying? Like you can put the winner on the well, I think anyway is a top pound for pound guy anyway. If you want to talk about, people they don't want to do resumes no more and what these guys accomplished. So okay, take that away. So look at Anyway's skill set. One of the best body punches in boxing. Punch placement is crazy. Got fast feet, fast hands. Didn't work on the defense. He kind of straight up in the air. Cat Pie, we got the best left hook. He can punch with both hands. If we want to talk about skills, you can't leave him out. You know what I'm saying? So it is kind of to me, I feel like when I be hearing those lists, it's just giving people credit that ain't getting credit. You know what I'm saying? Like most regular pound for pound lists, you ain't gonna see Boots one or two, but skill set wise, maybe he is one or two. So I think people just showing love to those guys. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I think if you look at anyway his skill set, watch any of his fights, he got all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? And he do stuff to fighters that other people don't do to those same fighters. Example, Piano. Piano never been dropped and slept like that. He fought a bunch of guys. He fought one of those Russell brothers. He fought Rashid Warren twice. He fought a bunch of guys. But anyway, put him on his ass, slept him. You know what I'm saying? Look at Manny Rodriguez. He was a world champion. They fought him in the unification. Well, it wasn't the unification because anyway, he had the regular title, but he took his IBF. You know what I'm saying? Nobody did that to Manny Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? With the punch place. So that's what I'm saying. Anyway, it's nice. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I think he deserved a top. I don't know where he at in the pound for pound, but he deserved to be up there, like for sure. Like his name shouldn't be bypassed if you really looking at it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is they won't give him no love because old media or these other guys networks be overhyping him. But listen, anyway, it's nice for real. He nice, but we'll see. But hopefully we get that unification. Him and Donaire. I take Casemiro too, but Casemiro got shit going on with the WO where he pulled all the fight versus mandatory. They trying to strip him, all types of stuff. So he got some drama on his side. So maybe he's last. Jason Maloney supposed to fight the number one guy, this sort of Riverside fighter, and he trying to be the mandatory for Donaire. So we'll see. You got Charlie Edwards O'Bali. This anyways brother number five. Manny Rodriguez, Gaballo. They should run it back because I thought Rodriguez beat Gaballo. Rashid Warren. I think Rashid Warren deserves another opportunity. Rigo is coming back like February 26th, something like that. He fighting in Dubai. He got some smoke. So yeah, that's good. Gary Antonio Russell up in there. So yeah, solid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at these rankings. 115. We got so Estrada, like I said, he's the franchise champion. There's only two franchise champions in the WBC, which it shouldn't be none, but it's Estrada and Cambosis. But Estrada, he got a fight date. He gonna run it back with Chocolatito, and they had some good fights. This is trilogy. This is March the 5th, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So Ramazan going to face Quadros for the vacant WBC. That fight got postponed. That was on Jesse Vargas undercard, so probably they'll probably run that back. And Cajas, the IBF champion, um, he got a fight date coming up. He may be on that Cobra on undercard, February 26th, making a defense. He had a fight scheduled with the WO champion, Ioka, but that fight got postponed because of the Japan situation. But we'll see. I think they just Ioka had a stay busy fight late last year. He won his fight, so and Kaha is basically having to stay busy, so they can revisit that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up for sure. 115 is a good division too. She said, "Dang, LW, you thoroughly versed in boxing. It's delightfully numbing for virtual." Okay, yeah, okay. Appreciate you. Okay, virtual hug. Appreciate you. Um, I see your emojis. I appreciate that, Angie Wise. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I try to, just try to make sure I cover all the bases. You know what I'm saying? But these divisions is, I mean, this 115 is pretty good, pretty solid if you look at it. If you really know these guys, Quadros, he can fight. Guevara is another tough guy. Dani Nietes is probably like the third best Filipino fighter in history. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about him like that, but Dani Nietes is a damn technician in the ring. Like he behind Pacquiao and Donaire in my opinion. And then he's next, maybe four, and maybe somebody else right there. But that's a high praise right there. Filipinos got some good fighters. Tanaka is a good fighter. Jimenez and Nietes had a close fight recently. Maloney, he just had a victory. Came back off the Joshua Franco fights. This kid right here, number 11, Jay Bernea, he fought last night for the IBF title eliminator to be the mandatory for Cajas. He had a nice body shot knockout. It was real nice. Jonathan Rodriguez, that's another good fighter too. So yeah, 115 is straight. 112. I like 112 is, that's a good division too. You got JC Martinez, maybe the best, you know what I'm saying? He got this crazy style though. He's probably the most exciting fighter, one of the most exciting fighters in boxing. He got an interim champion, McWilliams Arroyo. They supposed to fight, you know what I'm saying? But that fight been kind of postponed for so long. Actually, they did fight. They fought the last fight, but it was a cut. I think I don't know if you guys remember. It was on the Andre undercard where he fought Quigley, and the first round they both dropped each other. You know what I'm saying? They traded knockdowns. Then they had like a cut, and then my man Arroyo got up out of there. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Nah, we cool. We gonna we'll come back and do this again." So yeah, maybe they run it back, maybe they don't. But this division need unification, and I'm gonna say that a lot as I go down the next three divisions. These smaller weight classes, because they don't get a lot of recognition. So the best way to get it is the best if the best guys fight each other, and then that's typically unification. So, but yeah, this division is nice with champions like Sonny Edwards. I love Sonny Edwards. I love him. Like the way he boxes and stuff. I like his swag and stuff like that. He ain't the most entertaining fighter, you know what I'm saying? But he's gonna be tough to beat. Junto Nakatani is a young kid, like 22 years old, tall, southpaw, got a big left hand. Listen, he a problem. He's probably the bigger. He's the bigger guy. Like he's big. He's like 5'8", 5'9", and he can punch and box. So that's another one. And then they got a WBA champion in this division, Artem. What's his name? Dr. Cannon. He's from the Ukraine. He's a tough, solid type of guy too. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely need unification in that division. 108, same thing. Now they got a rematch. Yabuki, he took the title from Kenshiro, number one. He took the title. That was one of the best fights of the year last year. I mean, it was one of the biggest upsets as well. It just don't get a lot of love, of course. You know what I'm saying? But that was a good ass fight. Man in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. Salute. He said, Sandoval beating your boy. Are you talking about Sonny Edwards? I don't know. I like Sandoval though. He a good body puncher. He definitely gonna have to cut the ring off against Sonny Edwards and go to the body. Do like he did Jay Harris for sure. So I like him though, but can he do it? You know what I'm saying? Sonny Edwards be moving. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be consistently cutting the ring off against him. But yeah, Yakabuki versus Kenshiro, they're gonna run it back. That was one of the upsets of the year. It was a great fight too. That was a good ass fight. Yakabuki got, I think his record is like 13. It's something like this, 13-2 with 12 knockouts. So he got heavy hands, and he was all boxing Kenshiro, and then he ultimately stopped him like in the 10th round. But they're gonna run that back. But yeah, this is another division. Like I said, they got an IBF champion, Felix Alvarado. He might be like the more physically strong guy. He don't look like he can make 108 for too much longer. Jonathan Gonzalez, he just won the title against Soto on the Mikey Sando Martin undercard. He got a fight date coming up sometime, maybe late March, early April. So he coming back. You know what I'm saying? WBA champion. You got he's the WBA champion is the Ring Magazine champion too, Karaguchi. He got a mandatory coming up against Bermudez, so they got a purse bid coming up January the 28th. So if you guys into purse bids and stuff like that, that's coming up. That's a WBA. They're trying to consolidate those belts, the super champion versus the regular champion. Um, Let me see. But I see my man up in here, Jesse Baron Rodriguez, number 6. Yo, this kid right here is like a future star, yo. As soon as he get an opportunity at the world title, he taking that shit. You know what I'm saying? He taking it. He should be back too. He was supposed to be on the Jesse Vargas on the card, but we'll see. And then 108. Like I said, this division nobody really talk about, of course, because these guys they small, they don't give them no love. But these guys throw a lot of punches. They're technically sound as well. The champion, Pena, he beat the number one guy. This is the guy that was like 54-0, and they was calling him TB the TBE and shit like that. He beat him, but that was a real close fight. They gonna run it back sometime. I think this month. I want to say like January 25th. I'm gonna break the fight down on my channel once it's fight week. But they're gonna run it back. So it's action at 105 right now because the IBF champion he gonna run it back with the guy he took the belt from. You know what I'm saying? That's going down this month. Last month we seen the WBA final eliminator with Eric Rosa versus Vic Salador. That was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? And then you got CP Freshmore. He's a WBA champion. He probably the best in this division. So they got action. The WO champion, we got a new WO champion, Taniguchi. He stopped with Fredo Mendez in Japan. That was on Donaire's undercard. So it's action down there now. We just don't touch on it. You feel me? This division, like I said, it's a fun division because they smaller guys and they throw a lot of punches, bro. A lot of punches. The best guys in the divisions are like technically sound, um, kind of like Chocolatito and those guys on the lower level, though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm messing around, do a whole channel focus on 105 and kill the game with it, yo. But yeah, that's what it is, man. With these rankings, man. Let me go back to the chat though. Make sure I get everybody for sure. Um, will Salvador begin the rematch anytime soon? Man, he deserves one. I'm not sure how they do if they're gonna do it, but he deserves one. I thought he probably that was either a draw or he that was a close fight, man. I thought he probably could should have got the nod for that fight. And one of those knockdowns he had scored against him really wasn't no knockdown. You know, so that was some home cooking. Phyllis Nunez in the building. Said good morning. Good morning, bro. Salute to you. Salute. Yeah, Bam Rodriguez, Jesse Bam. Yeah, I love him, man. He one of my favorite prospects, man. I love him. Like the way he fights, technically sound, got the good angles, can punch. Yeah, he gonna be a problem. He said keep grinding. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Who's Kid Galahad coming back against? I think Jorge Castaneda. Jorge Castaneda is the fighter. He got two good wins in a row. He beat Otto Jones the third, and then he just beat a guy in the UK not too long ago. Check him out. He from Texas, I believe. I think he's from Brownsville, Texas, I believe. Check him out. I think that's who they're trying to give Kid Galahad March the 12th at 1:30. Saldar could end up being Marquez to many. Yeah, yeah, that was a yeah. His knockdown of Pac-Man was clean though. When he dropped Rosa, that was clean. The other, I don't know, man. That was a good fight, but it was some home cooking there. But yeah, with the WBC, I have to keep saying this. The WBC rankings, so top to bottom in every division, is pretty solid, 1 through 15. You know what I'm saying? The problem they come like this is what I have a problem with when they making up these rules. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she said Jesse. Yeah, I got you. I know who you talking about. Yeah, Jesse. I love that. Like, that kid can fight, bro. As soon as he get an opportunity, he gonna go crazy. he gonna go crazy. But it's not that their rankings is trash. It's just their politics is trash. That franchise championship is like probably the worst thing they ever done because it created so much confusion with the boxing fans, promoters, managers, everybody, and you ain't really solidifying nothing. You giving guys a break. Now I understand if you did it like what they did at 115, but at 115 they franchised Estrada, but they mandated him to fight the winner between Ramazan and Quadras. Okay, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But not the way they did it at 35, where it's non-transferable and you can win it today, but you can't win it tomorrow type shit. Like it don't make sense. Oh yes, I appreciate that, Angie Wise, for sure. Um, the ref for the knockdown call, you wrong, and yeah, I'm never quick to blame the ref. Yeah, he was wrong, bro. He did, man. Yeah, I don't know. that was some home cooking. But yeah, I like these rankings. Let me see the thing that stood out to me the most. Maybe let me go back up. I think it was at heavyweight. No, what was it? It really wasn't too much, like nothing crazy though. That's what I like about these rankings as well. You're not gonna find nothing crazy. Like you're not gonna find somebody that haven't fought in 5 years come in the top 10 rankings. I like that. They do a good job at that. Like I said, it's the politics, man. Mauricio them got to get it together, man. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. Callum Smith is number one at light heavyweight. That's the one. That was the most intriguing one for me. because I like a fight with him and Baturia because if you're gonna fight Baturia, you gotta have some punching power. Like real talk, you can't be shelling up like he did against Canelo. I think he got to be in the middle of the ring, boxing, counter punching. He got one of the best left hooks in boxing too. He been putting people to sleep with that left hook. It's just we don't really watch Callum Smith like that. But he got a good left hook. You seen what he did his last fight against Castillo with that right hand. So yeah, man, it's just it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, so that's it right there, man. I appreciate everybody coming through the building for sure. Much love. He said, "Oh yeah, I caught Castaneda last couple of fights, and I was like the only one." Yeah, yeah, you did. Yep, Camaro. Yep, that's the guy. That was a good fight too, and he went. He took that fight. He came on strong and stuff like that. So that's a tough fight for Kid Galahad coming back now. That ain't no easy smoke. George Groves. Yep. TS Box in the building. Yep. I think he hurt him to the body as well. Um, listen, man, I like Cal Smith, and he with Buddy McGirt now, so I think he can fine tune some things. So yeah, man. I got like maybe 8, 9 minutes if you guys, maybe 10 minutes if you guys got any questions. Feel free. Anything that's going on in boxing y'all want to ask, feel free to drop it. He said, "What's Kid Galahad's date though?" I want to say March the 12th. He's gonna fight on that card. The Lee was it Lee Wood versus Michael Conlon undercard. That's what I seen, but we'll see. But I know he's come back at 130. I thought he had stage fright versus Canelo. That's a good assessment. Excuse me, because I felt like I think that's part of it too. But I also gotta give credit to Canelo because Canelo wasn't really trying to hurt that, like hit him in the head and stuff like that. He was focused on that left bicep. So he seen something that what I'm saying we didn't see. He was like we seen the bicep after the fight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was crazy. Angie Wise with that super sticker. I appreciate that for sure. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? I hope you enjoyed the show. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do over here. Just, talk boxing. Definitely break down these rankings because it gives a better understanding of what's next. So I appreciate your support too. That's much appreciated for sure. Thank you so much. So yeah, it's crazy how Calvin Smith fought that fight with Canelo because I thought he was gonna let his hands go a little bit more. He went straight to the ropes. He really didn't use the range like he should. Like him standing next to Canelo, I'm like, yo, if you ain't using your jab, he wasn't even throwing it. But I have to give, like I said, Canelo was throwing like powerful left hooks to his arm. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even going to the body. He was aiming at the arm. So I was watching it when I was watching the fight live. I mentioned that I was like, "Yo, Canelo is going crazy on this dude left arm. He ain't really trying to do nothing else." And that slowed him down. And then obviously we seen the results of that. So you know what I'm saying? But I like how Callum Smith rebounded though, because the guy he fought, Castillo, I mean, he been there with Bivol. He been there with Marcus Brown. He dropped Marcus Brown, and then look what Callum Smith did to him. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But man, look, it's a lot of stuff going on in boxing, like top to bottom. You know, we all know about this welterweight situation, but to me, I ain't really tripping too much about it with the with Bud soaring top rank and all that shit. I ain't tripping because I still don't think the big fight is ready anyway because Spencer ain't got the third belt. So to me, it's just drama. You know what I'm saying? It's just us, um, just talking about something, having something to talk about and stuff like that. But it really don't mean nothing if it don't stop the big fight. My man Orlando in that cash app, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it. I mean, I appreciate that. Yo, my man always supporting, man. Salute to you, bro. Orlando in that cash app for sure. He said all them four belts Canelo won, IBF was the hardest and most tricky for him. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I thought Caleb Plant was doing well. I thought Caleb Plant was winning. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, I had I think I forgot. I gotta go look at my scorecard, but it was a close fight though. And yeah, I agree with that for sure. I be he said I be knowing more now. Then when I came in, oh, that's for sure. Yeah, that's what's up. Always learning, always grinding for sure. Appreciate that. I'm glad you got something from it. But yeah, this is what basically I break down all the rankings every month. I did the IBF yesterday. They came out you know, the other day. And then so that's why I break down all the rankings, every sanctioned body, and then I preview the fight cards for like the fight week. So I break that down. Then I just do random lives and stuff, maybe news and notes and touch on stuff. Got some inside information on some stuff. I may drop it for sure. Definitely on my Instagram and my Twitter. I'll be dropping stuff behind the scenes. No, I be getting information now, so I have to make sure everybody is 100 with it as well. Like the Fulton and Figueroa stuff, like people probably wasn't even thinking about that fight because we heard the post fight interview, but they actually trying to fight. Actually, I can pull that up and show y'all. I can show y'all where I seen it at. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, give me 1 second. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff, man. Like boxing, there's so much stuff going on. Like sometimes it's hard to keep up. So I'm kind of like the bridge to all that. I can retain a lot of stuff, so I like put it out if I got it. You know what I'm saying? I put it out because I be remembering a lot of stuff. Sometimes I forget though. I ain't gonna hold you. There'll be so much, but for the most part, I make sure everybody's informed. If I know, let me see what that stuff is. Why I seen that, but I seen it on the WBC website though. It's something they call 12 rounds or something like that. They basically gave um a preview of every champion that they have and what they got coming up next. So I'm gonna share that with you guys. I'm not sure if everybody checked the WBC website like that. I would encourage everybody to check these sanctioned body websites. They be dropping news. Yeah, I thought Plant did well because I was like, he don't beat Saunders or Smith. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. This Canelo, he always, I don't know. I feel like Spencer Crawford is 2023, but what volunteers can Crawford fight this year? I've been saying Regis Prograde, man. Reason why because Regis is like to me, he's in like a no man situation. Like he haven't positioned himself. I know he said he wants to stay at 140, but he haven't positioned himself as like a mandatory or something like that, or fighting an eliminator. It's people already positioned themselves. He's not, and I feel like if he was really serious about it, he got enough clout. He's a former world champion that he can be, right there. And when those belts become vacant, if he won a campaign, because I doubt if he get the rematch. He been fighting above 140 his last two fights. Now I know he won the campaign there, but will he turn down a big offer to fight Bud, which is a good solid fight that boxing fans know. You know what I'm saying? These guys got a little bit of history going back and forth talking trash. I say do that fight. That's a fun fight to me. Bud versus Regis. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. He said Cowboy versus Rachmaninoff. Yeah, Konnichiwa. I don't know, man. That's a tricky situation because Rachmaninoff is still number one in the IBF, and I don't know, man. He had a comeback fight, but they just Ogawa just signed with Eddie Hearn, so he might be on that matchroom diet. You know what I'm saying? Man, I be in the building. Salute to you, bro. So let me share this real quick, man, where I got this information from, yo. You know what I'm saying? I know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be hard to believe, like, man, who you get that from? So I got you. I got you covered. But I heard about this maybe a week ago about those guys running it back. I didn't want to believe it because I want to see undisputed. But when that IBF came down, I was like, man, what Fulton gonna do now? So let me know if you guys can see this real quick. I'll see if I can make it bigger or whatever, but I'll definitely read it off. So I'm gonna go down. So what they basically recognizing their champion. So they're heavyweight champion, Fury. Then you got Hannah Gabriels. She's a heavyweight champion for the females. They said Tyson Fury's next match will be against his official challenger, Dylan White. So they already let you know what's going on. Uh, for Bridgerweight, Oscar Rivas, official challenger, Evgeny Romanov. Well, I pretty much knew that, but they confirming it. Uh, Cruiserweight, Julian Makabu versus The Shinsu, what's that? January 29th. Don King is gonna promote the card. Put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Light heavyweight, brother BF don't got nothing. Super middleweight, Canelo. They got Benavidez versus Lemieux. We know about that. So listen what they said about Canelo. And if you guys can read it, if y'all can see it, feel free. It said Canelo considered the best pound for pound, wants a cruiserweight title, still in break before announcing his plans for May 7th. So they already got a date for him. You feel me? Benavidez versus David Lemieux, interim world title, the women's championship, undisputed. Now I'm not sure about this date, but I know this fight is happening. Franchon Cruz deserves 7-1 with defending her championship, seeking unification versus Elin Serdarus, February 22nd. That's on a Tuesday or Thursday. I forgot what date that on. But I think that fight gonna be on the undercard of Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, April the 30th. So I think they're gonna have two undisputed fights on that card. But see, they just letting us know what's gonna happen though. Let me see. Moving to middleweight. So Jamal Charlo is one of Canelo's most attractive possible opponents. Y'all gotta go to these sanctioned by his website. They give you everything. Like I be everywhere. Like people drop me stuff, I go get it myself, or I go to the website or whatever. I do my own, I guess, investigation shit. I hit up fighters behind the scenes, managers, and get my shit. But sometimes it's right there. Like it's right there. Real talk. Um, so Carissa Shields is coming back January 29th. She's gonna face off against Emma Cousine, you know what I'm saying, in the UK. Then in the summertime, she's going to fight Savannah Marshall for another undisputed because she don't have the WO title. Super welterweight Brian Castano, Jamel Charlo, we know about that. Earl Spence Jr. It says one of the best champions today. Will probably fight. Well, we know he's gonna fight Ugas. They said probably, but he gonna fight Ugas. Let me see. Josh Taylor versus Calderon. We know about that. Boom. Chantel Cameron got a good fight coming up against Kaylee Reese. That's gonna be undisputed. All right, let me see what they say about these lightweight boys. Cambosis, undisputed franchise champion. See how they throw that in there? Undisputed franchise champion. That's crazy. Devin Haney, 27-0, defeated three former champions in a row: Gamboa, Linares, and JoJo. That's what's up. The sensational Katie Tate. So yeah, that's why I seen this from. But let me keep going. Alicia Baumgartner got something coming too. Gary Russell, we know he fighting next week against Maceo. Boom. Here you go right here. Steve Fulton, 20-0. We have a rematch against Brandon Figueroa. Yo, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. I know Danny Roman's supposed to be in talks because he's the mandatory, but they haven't called it yet. But this is probably the biggest fight they can make at 122. You know what I'm saying? Other than undisputed. So yeah, man. So that's why I be getting this shit from, bro. Most of it, or I can definitely go do my own research and shit and find out shit. But yeah, bro, it's right there. I'm telling y'all, like like my stuff ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? How I be getting shit. Real talk. I just be everywhere when nobody want to be there. That's all. And I got a good memory. That's it. That's it. It ain't no big secret. You know what I'm saying? They go down. They talk about all this shit, bro. The rematches. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, so we might see Fulton versus Figueroa coming up. They put that shit on their website. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you never know. Let me see where I left off in this chat real quick. Let me see. Okay, Regis and who else? I don't know who else. Honestly, excuse me. I mean, it depends. Really, I have to go down the WO rankings. I can see him moving up to 154 as well. But I'm not sure on opponents, but I say Regis for sure. Um, so I have to look at the WO rankings to give you an accurate um accurate guess. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I mean Cody Crawley number 6. You know what I'm saying? It depends. But for me, I think the best thing for Bud, like if he want to fight, that's cool. I like activity and all that shit. But we so close to that undisputed that we ever been. Like if Spence win, he don't really need to fight. Like he can just okay, I'm gonna sit this out, and they can go straight into negotiations, and we can get this fight like in September or October or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Said coolness, yeah, yeah. We working for sure. So if it ain't Makabu next for Canelo, I say Jamal Charlo, but we'll see. My man Ali in the building, the super chat, bro. I appreciate you, bro. He said goat talk. Yes, sir. That's my guy right there. Ali in the building. Yeah, but I don't have the boxing IQ. Oh yeah, I feel you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, no, of course, of course, of course. I'm with you on that because there's a lot of stuff. It's cool. That's why I'm here. I got you. I filter through it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like something um that you want to know like exact like for a certain division. Let's say you want to know about 135 or some shit, whatever. I got you covered. You don't got, you know what I'm saying? I understand because there's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff to go through, a lot of drama, a lot of like you'll hear people say, "Oh, he gonna fight this guy." You hear like other channels talking about that, but then you come over here, I be like, "Man, he ain't fighting him." So then you get confused. So I understand where you at. There's a lot of stuff to go through. There's so much news coming out. So I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? But I got you covered though. Whatever. Everybody in here know what time it is as well. So salute to everybody in the building. I appreciate you guys for sure. We need Haney Cambosis and Tank Lomachenko. Hell yeah, we need both of those fights. And the winners should fight each other. I'm with that. I'm with that all day long. You know what I'm saying? If Figueroa can cut the ring off better and work. He can have a bigger, yeah, he's bigger and stronger. Yeah, he can win. Like that fight, really, you can go either way. That was a close fight. Actually, I didn't like the way Fulton fought that fight. Honestly, I thought he edged it out, but I felt like he can use his movement a little bit more, then sit down when he want to sit down instead of being dictated to sit down. That's a big difference, yo. He was dictated to fight that way. He said, "What website is that?" I'm hold on. Let me get to this comment. What website is that, bro? I'm gonna put it in the chat for you. WBC, WBC boxing.com. I'm gonna post it in the chat for you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I go for the rankings and stuff like that. Hold on, I got the wrong one. All right, hold on. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Well, it's WBC boxing.com. I got you though. Hold on, hold check. Yeah. So I mean, like I said, they come up with their rankings, like every month. They don't have like a certain date, you know what I'm saying? But they come out their rankings, and that's why I go to. I go to this website and get it from them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing better about getting information, you know what I'm saying, than going to the source itself. You know what I'm saying? So if they're gonna put it out, that means shit. They must want somebody to see it. I don't see a lot of people really going to the websites and looking at the rankings like that. You know what I'm saying? WC website. Yeah. KQKC in the building. Salute to you, bro. He said, "Do you have the paperwork from the result from the case?" Um, I don't have it from the result, but I have like the full copies. Like I only gave you maybe like four of it, 4 pages, but I got the rest of it if that's what you're talking about. But I don't think the result has came down yet. We'll see. But yeah, if you want the rest of that, I send it. I think Knockout has the rest of it too. If you want to get it from him, he got all. I think it's like 20 pages. But for sure, yeah, he definitely got that. Do you think PBC will let Matias and Russell fight now? Oh man, whew, that's a good ass fight. Um, I would say no, and the reason why is because Matias is number 2 in the IBF, and if that title become vacant, he's going to fight number 1 Ponce, and maybe down the road they can fight though. Maybe down the road. I'm not. You know what I'm saying, making it out the question. But as of next, like right now, after he fight this fight next week, I don't know. I don't know because Josh Taylor fighting in February. So if he wins and he vacates like the next week or that night or whatever, then Matisse got, you know what I'm saying, he got some business, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but that's a hell of a fight though, bro. That's a hell of a fight. He said, bro, can you drop the IBF link in the comment section when this is done? Yeah, I got you, bro. I'm on my phone. Yeah, I got you. The IBF. Yeah, I did. I covered those rankings yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Sure. The IBF rankings. Let me see what I can do here. Yeah, yeah. This in the chat. Um, let me see. Let me make sure I get these comments though for sure. Appreciate you guys too. He said, I had it one round for Figueroa. I don't know how they. Yeah, A4 was wide. It could have went 7-5 either way or a draw. You know what I'm saying? He said, thanks. Okay, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Figueroa tried his best. Still, yeah, he did. I just feel like my man could have, he could have fought a better fight. Like he didn't have to sit in the pocket the whole time. Paperwork for which case? He talking about Bud Crawford. He said, okay. Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. KQ, appreciate that. Jab Jam Re in the building. Salute. KQKC Boxing Network in the super chat. Appreciate that. Keep up the grind. Keep the grind up, Professor of Boxing. Appreciate that, man. Much respect for that, for sure. I appreciate the super chat for sure. Yeah, I'm just trying to get better with this boxing stuff myself and make sure I put out the news or the information to whoever want it. That's how I always been. You know what I'm saying? Always been like that. They ain't gonna change. Why people think Gary Russell Jr. gonna jump divisions like his last name is Roy Jones? I mean, because there's good fights out there for him, and people a lot of guys at his weight class wasn't really trying to fight him. You know what I'm saying? It was more people ducking him than what he did, what he ducked. So that's why. So if you can't get no fight. That's just conventional wisdom. If I can't get no big fight in my weight class, I gotta either move up. I gotta move up, 130 or 35. But I don't know. I'm just glad he's in the ring. Let's first things first. Let's get him in the ring next week, and then I think he wins this fight. I think it'll be a tricky fight though, because Maxeo is awkward. He explosive and he can punch. He carry his punches for the duration of the fight. So Gary Russell got to be switched on. Then let's get him to the. You know what I'm saying? Let's get him through this, and hopefully he can just stay active, bro. You know what I'm saying? Angie Wise with those emojis, I appreciate that for sure. So yeah, man. So that's my time, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. I love this back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Um, he said Russell ain't even fought at 130. Yeah, he haven't fought there yet, but you know how boxing fans are. We like to dream. What big matchups do you think we'll be seeing in the WBC? Well, we got a couple already now. We got Charlo Castano on the female side. We were gonna have like shit. How many undisputed? You got Franchon versus Cedros. That's the undisputed. You're gonna have Carissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall this year. That's undisputed. Let me see. 140, you got Chantel Cameron versus Kaylee Reese. That's undisputed. 135, you got my bad. I think I said it wrong. 140, you got Cameron versus Reese. 135, you got Katie versus Amanda. Like those are big ass fights right there already. Let me see what else. If they can run back Fulton versus Figueroa, that's a big fight. So, you know, yeah, those are ones I'm saying. He said, "You think Gary can stop Maseo if he's commits to the body? If he commits to the body and stand there and throw a lot of body shots and finish with body punches in his combinations, yes. But Gary don't throw a lot of body punches. He don't really go down to the body. He throws a lot of jabs, pawing jabs, and he'll throw like a straight left hand to get himself in position to throw that right hook. That right hook is crazy. Now I see that right hook landing a lot. You know what I'm saying? But he throws a lot of jabs because he's so fast. He can occupy you with his jab, and you ain't really doing nothing. That's Gary Russell's best thing. He throws a lot of jabs. You know what I'm saying? Those jabs really ain't effective. It's not like a stiff jab or something that's going to get your attention. like that or it's gonna hurt you. It just keep you at bay because you gotta worry about his hand speed. You can't overcommit and fall in your punches, you know what I'm saying, trying to counter that jab because he got fast hands and he can, you know what I'm saying, he can land something quick and then you may get you up out of there. So that's how I see the fight going. If Gary Russell throwing 30, 30, 35, 40 jabs in this fight, he gonna dominate. He gonna win like 9 rounds to 3 because he gonna offset the rhythm of Maxeo. But if he's kind of um, economical, not throwing no punches and standing the high guard and letting this kid come forward and hit him with big shots, I don't know. We'll see. But that's my breakdown. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna break that down tomorrow, next week as well too. But it don't stop. I really like the matchup. Can they get Ray Vargas for him next year? Ray Vargas, they actually ordered Ray Vargas to get the winner, but we'll see. Quick question. Who's your early pick for Katie versus Amanda? I like Amanda. I like her work rate. You know what I'm saying? I think this another one. She goes to the body a lot too. Kay Taylor, she starts off fast with her footwork and her fast combinations and stuff like that, but then she started to slow down the stretch. So I can see where she get off to like a good start, like winning like the like all the 4 rounds. She may win like 3 of those rounds. But then I see Amanda coming on down the stretch, digging to the body, making her stop and trade with her. When you do that with Amanda Serrano, you in trouble. And I can see a late stoppage, like ninth round, but definitely I like Amanda winning this fight. That's a good one. World Combat Sports in the building. He said Katie versus Serrano. Um, he got the nod to Serrano. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that too. I would say that too. Tapalas or Running Rios for MJ. Tapalas because they got a they got a purse bid Tuesday, January 18th with MJ. I want Russell and Colbert after Colbert win the 130 belt. Yeah, Colbert should be back February 26th. I'm with that fight. I'm with that fight. That right hook put Gonzalez out. Yeah, it did. He got one of the best southpaw right hooks in boxing. He just inactive. I think Gary wins the decision. I got a weird feeling about this fight though. Yeah, I mean, listen, I can see Gary getting dropped early. He ain't been in the ring for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff plays a role. Now I know he's a good fighter and stuff like that. And he don't really move a lot. Like Gary ain't moving. He flat footed. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see him kind of throw some movement in there just to offset this kid's rhythm. And I think he has the mentality and the skill set to push back Maxeo. When Maxeo was getting pushed back by Seha, when Seha was going to the fight, that kid looked like he wanted to quit. And Maxeo ain't this unstoppable fighter. He been dropped before. I seen him get dropped to the body by Chris Avalos in in the Philippines. He got dropped in his last fight. So it's just interesting because Gary come out this long layoff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, we working. Angie Wise, we working. Um, Katie ain't been looking good. Yeah, she haven't. I don't know if she get slept. I see body shots though, but yeah, I'm with you. I think she been slowing down. Boost versus Clayton. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Clayton jumped up from number 14 to number 5 in the IBF rankings. You know what I'm saying? Boost still at number 3. Virgil Ortiz is number 4. Makes sense to me. Number 1 and number 2 in the IBF is vacant. You know what I'm saying? Since Quadratito lost to Crowley. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been pushing Boost towards other fighters, but Boost team is pushing Boost team is pushing him towards the fighter they trying to protect. Y'all read between the lines. So everybody want Boost to fight Bud, but um, Boost team trying to fight Spence because they going to the IBF route. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta do your own, that's why I do my own stuff. I can't speak for nobody else. I do my own research. If I listen to a video, I'm like, that shit don't make sense. Let me go do my own. Then I'm like, okay, they pushing something. Okay, no problem, too easy. Will Russell travel to the UK for Kiko Warrington winner? And I can't what Leo Santa Cruz is saying. Uh I don't know, man. I think if the money is available, he should be willing to travel. But Gary Russell did turn down Josh Warrington before to go to the UK, so I don't know. Leo, um, I don't know. I don't think Leo would go over there. I think both of those fights, you know, those guys may have to come over here. But it depends though. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're doing Lee. If Lee Wood and Conlon have a crazy atmosphere and they can generate enough money to bring these guys over there, then maybe they have to go. We'll see. Cobra finna make Gutierrez look silly. We'll see. I think he wins that fight because he's faster. He got the better skill set. But this is the thing that's gonna be tricky with that fight. Gutierrez can box and he can punch. That's tricky because if you're a good boxer and you can counterpunch a fast guy like that and time him with that power, you may be in business. But I don't know if he's fast enough. I don't know if he going to be quick enough to deal with Cobra's jab. Cobra has a good jab. You know what I'm saying? If he stay consistent to it and not playing around and going there and I think Cobra probably put on the show, but I think it's gonna be kind of tricky early because this kid he gonna try to box Colbert, and I think that's kind of wrong. I think he should go at Colbert, go to the body, put a lot of pressure on him, and try to make him think, and have him exchange in those have him exchange because if you can get Colbert to exchange with a bigger puncher, you never know what's gonna happen. Tug had him hurt. When I matchmake fights, I try to stay with fighters that fight the same promoter. If we cross promotion fights, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, because that's how boxing give it to us. Like it shouldn't be like that. We should be able to match make the best fighters from any promotion company or any network, and it should be realistic. But like people throw out matchups to me, I'll be like, yeah, I like that fight, but is it realistic? Because I already know, you know what I'm saying. So I'm with you on that. Mo boxing in the building. Salute to you, bro. He said maybe not knife the knife. Let's say use the 8 rounds. Okay. Who you talking about, Maceo? He said Boots already in camp. Yeah. Man, that dude, yeah. He don't leave the gym. Man, I wanna see Crowley get punished by Boots. He came in number 14 in the IBF. I was thinking he was gonna be higher than that. Why Russell turned down? Man, I don't know, bro. I think he got offered like $1 million or some shit. I don't know. I don't know. I think that was easy money to me. Does Eddie owe Jacobs a lot of money? He keep we keep seeing him headline. Maybe he signed it. You know what I'm saying? Because you remember, look, Dan Jacobs. He may be loyal to Dan Jacobs because he was the first American fighter to sign with Matchroom. You remember? He was the first one when Eddie came over here to talk about taking over U.S. boxing. Danny Jacobs was the first one. He got Danny Jacobs a 3-fight HBO deal. He did good business with Danny Jacobs and Keith Conlon because they the only guys that I can remember that they had in their contract to get Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because when Canelo when he was looking for he was looking for opponents when he moved to 68. You know what I'm saying? Well, he was going to go back to 60. That was one of the reasons why Danny Jacobs signed with um, the Zone because he was guaranteed a shot with Canelo. A lot of people not even guaranteed a shot with guys in their own stable, but he got that shit. He got the Triple G fight and Canelo fight. Like, ain't too many people can say that, bro. He said you got to press covert for. Yeah, you do. 12 rounds. Make him make mistakes, and especially if you want to play around, you got to make sure you can catch him in between those shots for sure. I'm with that. What's your guess on Boo's fight date? Oh no, I would say. Look, you know what? I'm gonna say this one. Excuse me. I'm gonna say March 19th. I'm gonna say he's gonna fight on the undercard of Castano and Charlo rematch. Let's do that. Let's do that because I'm not sure if I think he hit how many fights Boots headline? Maybe one. He headlined a card in the bubble. I think he took Carissa Shields' spot when she had that incident when they had that incident at the weigh-in. But I'm not sure if he's gonna headline a PBC event. You know what I'm saying? He may be headline something on Showtime, but he fighting PBC guys, so I don't know. I can't see him headline a PBC event until he signed with them. So we'll see. I think he maybe deserve his own main event right now, but putting him on the undercard of Charlo versus Castano, that's not a bad look. So we'll see. So I'm gonna go March 19th. Who you got in the Castano fight? I like Charlo to win the fight. I like Charlo. I think Charlo can get his stuff together, and I think he'll win the fight. I think it'll still be a good fight. Castano gonna come with it, but I'll take Charlo in the rematch. Katie, you were saying Amanda stops her in a knife. Oh, you talking about Katie? In my opinion, that's always the round. She does well, and even in the fights she fade against Person and Lenartu. Okay, we'll see. I like Katie though. I think Katie can shoot. If her footwork is on point, she definitely can win that fight. Is Charlo back with running shields? I mean that's the word on the curve. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Once they start doing interviews and shit. He been training in Houston. He haven't been in there with Derrick James. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. To me, I think the coach is important, but it's some stuff that he can do in that fight himself. He's a veteran, bro. He's a world champion, been in the game for a long time. I think it's stuff he can do to adjust, when he get in the ring. But I mean, coaches are important. So to me, it really don't matter which one. I think he's still gonna have to deal with Castano on the inside. He gotta make him pay. You know what I'm saying? He gotta get that uppercut going. He hurt Castano in that fight, so he can still build. He hurt Castano a couple times in that fight. So Charlo can still build on that. I would like to see him get that jab going up and down. Use the jab, use some movement, have Castano walk into some shots. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think a coach have to tell him that shit. But it is what it is. I think Mel got more ways. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm with that. People saying Yoka versus Herkovic is next. Is that likely? Yeah, I mean Tony Yoka accepted to negotiate with Herkovic to fight the IBF final eliminator. So they got. I think they got a couple of. I think they got till the 28th to reach a deal. And if they don't reach a deal, it's gonna go to purse bid. So I think it's next. You know what I'm saying? He complained that running shoes gave him a seat. Yeah, I remember that. So maybe he don't go back to him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he don't. Maybe he do. We'll see. I know he been in his gym working, or he been back at home working. He haven't been in Dallas, but we'll see. I ain't I ain't no spy or nothing. It's just something that I see. He's been pro for over 13 years. So there you go. Talking about Charlo, I got Yoka beating Herkovic. Ooh, that's a good fight, man. Um, Off the top, I like Herkovic as the favorite though, because he's more aggressive. Yoka he got that high guard. He kind of fight like in a crouch. He's 6'7", but he fights smaller. Um, if he get caught behind the ear with one of those thudding shots by Herkovic, it might be some problems. But that's a good fight, man. I watched the Olympic fight. It was pretty good. I thought Herkovic won actually. Yoka getting stopped. See, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. So that's good. One guy got Yoka, the other one got Herkovic. So that means that's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Fans can go back and forth. He said Mel gotta keep that 1-2 jab going the whole fight, and Castano will run into something. Exactly. Yeah, because he can hook off that jab. He can. I like his stab jab. Don't get away from that. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, he can counter anything Castano do. Castano is a front runner. The thing with Castano though, the thing with him, he's one of those guys where he'll take his time to get inside, but once he gets inside, he's in there for the rest of the fight. Like you gotta do something to adjust to that. Like he's one of those guys. He got quick feet, but once he get inside, he'll throw a lot of combinations, a lot of punches in the inside, and he know how to walk you down behind the high guard. So I think that's the thing where Charlo have to use his movement, punch around the guard. You know what I'm saying? He can hook around the guard. He can even throw some straight right hands. You know what I'm saying? If the guard not tight enough. But yeah, Castano is a good pressure fighter, and it's more so because of his feet. What do you think about Shakur? What do you think Shakur talking about? Saying he got a huge fight coming up next. Maybe Loma. I hope that's a good fight too. Lomachenko. I'm thinking, man. I don't man. It's either Loma. It's somebody on the top rank side. So Lomachenko that you just mentioned. Hopefully it's Valdez for unification, or maybe Navarrete moving up. I can't think of nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, top rank is trying to get the April 30th date at the MGM Grand. It's not a lot of guys on top rank that can, you know what I'm saying, fill that out. You know what I'm saying? Um, Maybe Fury, I don't know, but maybe Fury haven't did it before, so not without Wilder. So I would say it got to be that got to be what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? I will see the opponent, so hopefully it'll be Lomachenko, one of those three guys. I'll take either of those three guys. You know what I'm saying? Um, Charlo closed stronger in the rematch. Oh, he said he closed stronger. The rematch is gonna be harder. Castano had a tough time predicting the first fight, but based on 3 rounds there. Okay, yeah, I'm with that. Another thing to take in consideration, Castano was like almost 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? He got to lose all that weight. So I think he good now. He might be like in the 70s now, or maybe. But I know he started camp. He was like 195. So that's another thing, like wear and tear on the body. Clarence McCain, Clarence McLean in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. Dante Hall, he said, who was John Ryder fighting? He turned down Morrell. Oh, he about to fight Danny Jacobs, February the 12th in the UK. He did turn down that fight like 3, 4 times, though. Yes, sir. He did turn that fight down a lot, man. Jacobs and Ryder, I like Morrell getting the winner of that fight. Yeah, me too. Viva in the building. Salute to you. I think it'd be Navarrete. Yeah, it may be. It may be. That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? They gonna put if they put in the MGM. I mean, shit, I might slide. Might slide down there. Maybe Burchett. I see Burchett back in training. Burchett moved up to 35. He just signed. He just re-up with top rank. Excuse me. Let me get a sip of water real quick. See, I think that's unlikely, bro. And I'm gonna say the reason why is because Burchett just signed with top rank. He coming off that knockout loss. Y'all mean to tell me y'all gonna throw him in there with Shakur? Hell nah. That's not good business. But you already know how this is. He's more marketable than than Shakur, so they're gonna take care of him. I think he's gonna go to 35 and get some nice work. I say Emmanuel Tago. You know what I'm saying? A good boxer, a guy that not really a big puncher, but he's credible to see how he feel at 135. So I don't know about Shakur, but I could be wrong. If it's the MGM, probably Shakur versus Valdez though, right? Because Loma would probably be in NYC. Yeah, I think Loma he never fought at MGM. That's crazy. I know he fought in Vegas, but not the MGM. But we'll see. I know they're trying to get that April 30th date. So if they get that, like who they gonna put on there? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Matchroom in the zone want to win the first bid and play that last soccer World Cup. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they should have the bread to try to win all the purse bids. You know what I'm saying? Do you see Cambosis losing this year? Oh yeah, yeah, I do. I think Devin Haney all boxes him, but I gotta give Cambosis some props though. He's a solid fighter. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trash to me. I just don't know if he's quick enough. I don't know if he, got the skills to beat Devin Haney, but he got a lot of determination, and he's faster than what people give him credit for as well. I like his jab. He had a great jab in that fight against Teofimo, but no, I don't think if he fight Haney, he ain't making it out. You know what I'm saying? He said Rivera signed with who was Rivera? Signed with Heyman. He about to move up to lightweight. Rivera. You talk Michelle Rivera. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, he been at lightweight though. He been at lightweight. He's number 2 in the WBA rankings. So maybe he get a title eliminator. WBA ordered him versus Jorge Linares, but Linares decided to go down the WBC route to fight Zor Adelev February 22nd. So I can see Michelle Rivera on the undercard of Colbert and Gutierrez. It makes sense to me. Um, So we'll see though. So he definitely should be getting some. Bob Arum, um, Bob Arum, who? What up? He know what Shakur would do. Yeah, he know. He know what Shakur would do about this. That's why. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Like I said though, there's nothing holding this fight back. No mandatories, no injuries that I know of. None of that shit. The extra politics. So it should be an easy fight to make. You know what I'm saying? He would probably be okay. That's a good fight too. You know what I'm saying? The purse bid. So they in negotiations right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think they got a couple of. They maybe got a week or two to negotiate, and then they don't reach a deal. Then it's gonna go to purse bid. But I think that fight happening, bro. I'm gonna guess that's gonna go like April because I know Yoka had a fight. He supposed to have a fight this week against Bacoli, and yeah. So I can see April. That's a good fight, man. I like that fight, bro, for sure. Tio let me down. Lost a lot of money. Tio was playing around when since he won the belt. I kind of think Tio might be fooled at 140. I think he'll be all right. Even in that fight with Cambosis, I still thought he was in the fight. You know what I'm saying? It was just he just took a lot of humble pie. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Teofimo come up to 140, but take a lighter opponent first. Like, get your feet wet, fight a 10 rounder. Let's see how you feel at the weight. You know what I'm saying? Get that out the way. Maybe come back in May. Let's see how you look. And then step it up with the top guys. But if you're gonna go straight in there with Barbosa, I'm with that. Barbosa not a big puncher, but he's long and rangy. So that's the thing. You remember he had problems with Nakatani. He didn't want to fight a tall guy. Barbosa is a taller guy, got a good jab, not a big puncher, but he can cause some problems. That may be a tricky matchup for Teofimo, even with his skill set and everything. But I want to see him back though. I think he's good for the sport, like for sure. Bob Arum does not want Shakur to hurt Valdez. I agree with that for sure, because he would have been made that fight. What do you think about Bud's lawsuit? I mean, it don't really mean nothing to me, honestly, because it don't. It's not, long as only thing that I really thought about this, that will affect me as a fan if this lawsuit keeps him out of the ring. So if let's say he can't fight for another 2 years because of this lawsuit, then I'm like, that's just dumb to even do that at 34 years old. But far as what's in there, I don't really care. This just sound like a man trying to get his money back. You feel me? Or trying to get the money that's owed to him. Now him, if the lawsuit is messing up him fighting Spence, if Spence get the third belt, then I'm mad as hell. But if it's not, I don't care. It's nothing. It's just something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's a good question. The Bacoli fight got postponed due to COVID restrictions, but Yoka is still contracted to fight Bacoli. So I don't really think. I don't know, man. I don't know. Man, well, I see what you're saying though. I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, somebody gotta be smart if they're gonna take this fight, knowing that they got a contract with Bacoli. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody gotta be like, hold on, we'll pass on it too, just like everybody else passed on it. So I don't know, man. Who is Bacoli, bro? Bacoli turned down Herkovic, so I don't know. That both fights is good to me, but I'd rather see Herkovic than Bacoli. And then maybe Bacoli can do something and he can fight the winner or fight somebody else. I don't know. Bacoli shouldn't be stopping no fights. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, that should be a learning lesson. He took him light. Yeah, he took him light for sure. Um, let me see. Barbosa got bad blood. Yeah, he do. Yep, I feel that. Yeah, he got bad blood. See, that's why I like the fight. But then again, you got to protect your investment a little bit. But hey, if Teo want to fight, Barbosa want to fight, let's make the fight. We just seen in the WBC rankings, Barbosa is number 6. Teofimo is number 5 in the new WBC rankings at 140. So those rankings tell you what Teofimo is trying to do. So that's why I like to say that's why I like to go do these rankings because you'll get an idea of what these fighters is trying to do. Because fighters they don't always tell us like Shakur put that out. oh, I got something big coming. He didn't give us no type of clues. He didn't drop nothing. He could have gave us the city where the guy from or something about the guy that we can figure it out, right? He just said I got something big. So you gotta do process of elimination. You know what I'm saying? So with Teofimo coming in at number 5 in the WBC rankings, I'm like, okay, so maybe he can get the Zepeda fight because if Zepeda is the he's the mandatory, and you know what I'm saying if the belt's vacant, then maybe they can slide Teofimo in that spot to fight for the vacant title. You never know because going into this before I seen the rankings, I'm like, man, they're not gonna give Teofimo Zepeda in his first fight. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. So we'll see. Let's see how Top Rank build To back. You know what I'm saying? I think I mean, yeah, I agree. They got good matchmakers and they should be able to build them back to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Big Baby Miller back in the gym. You heard anything about him? Yeah, I think he's sparring with Marius Walk. He's training. He got a new coach with Kevin Cunningham. I'm not sure when his suspension is over. I got to look into that, but it should be coming up pretty soon. I mean, he haven't fought since. Dang, when last time Big Baby fought? 2018? Damn. The last time he fought was like November 2018 against Daniel. That's crazy. Michael James 616 in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. Keith or Barrios. I like Keith in this fight. I think Keith he had enough to box. But we have to see though. It's a question mark. Big ass question mark. Because he can't be the same after sitting out 2 years. But Keith is a smart fighter. I think Keith gonna box. I think it'll be a typical Keith Thurman fight when he fight this type of competition. Kind of like how he did Josito Lopez. He dominated that first half of the fight. Like Josito did. I think he dropped Josito as well. So I can see that type of thing. Barrios is a good boxer though, and a good body puncher. So that's something to keep an eye on. If he stay committed to the body, you know what I'm saying. Especially if he can get Keith in the exchange and finish to the body. We know Keith is weak to the body, and after 2 years off the ring, you can't say that should improve. You know what I'm saying? So see November. There you go. That was on that. Did it? That was on the zone. I remember. That's a long ass time, bro. But he messed it up for himself. He said end of 2018. Yeah, that's a long ass time, bro, to be out the ring. But yeah, but man, this been a good one, man. I want to salute everybody coming through the building. I appreciate the questions and the comments. It's all love. Like I said, you can find me on Twitter. My handle is overj. Feel free, hit me up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, L does boxing for sure. Um, if y'all want to continue a conversation behind the scenes, hit me up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm accessible and all that good stuff. And we're gonna keep rocking. Make sure you guys tune in tonight to Joe Smith Jr. You know what I'm saying? He coming back, making his first title defense. Um, the card is lightweight, but shit, it's boxing nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? I know January is always a slow month for boxing, but it's gonna start picking up. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Like right now, welcome. Like boxing fans, yo, we crazy. Like right now, there's not a lot of fights, so we'll complain. Man, ain't no fights. Ain't no fights, and this, that, and the third. But when we have like three or four cards on the same day, man, like why are they doing this, man? They counter, you know what I'm saying, counter programming this, that, and the third. I mean, I love it all. You know what I'm saying? If it's just a light week or it's a heavy week or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It's boxing. It is what it is. But yeah, it's much love for y'all in the chat, man, for sure. I expect Keith to steamroll Josito, but down the stretch. Yeah, he did go life and death. West Coast. Yeah, West Coast. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast as well. Yeah, I'm about to get my day started and stuff like that. So yeah. Well, you on what part well you in the California, Angie? Salute to you. I'm out here in Cali. You know what I'm saying? So salute. Keith has admitted to being the first half fighter. Yeah, he just trying to get 7 rounds. Yes, sir. Car lightweight. Like oh, that was hella lightweight. They had hella prospects on that car, bruh. I liked it though because I like to see the young fighters shine. But yeah, that shit was lightweight for sure. But yeah, I want to salute everybody that came to the building. Thank you guys for rocking out with me. You know what I'm saying? That's my time though, and I'm out.